Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about products that I have added to my collection in 2019 that I truly love, and that, I mean, most of them are probably, I'm not going to pan for a long time, but if it's something that for some reason I lost it, or you know, it was broken or stolen, I would repurchase without a second thought. Now I do have more products that I really do love, but I didn't want this, you know, video to be 3 hours long. And what I did is I chose the products that I like. Even during the week, I gravitate to pull those products whenever I want a quick look, whenever I want to make sure that something is going to come out right. I don't have to fight with my foundation, or not foundation, I didn't bring any foundations out. You know, my eyeshadows or something, that's what I brought out. There's many foundations that I love, but I didn't bring any out. If you guys want to see a video on my favorite foundations, I'd be more than happy to do that, but I didn't do that today because it's kind of hard for me to just choose one. Okay, so I am going to start with the only face skincare that I brought out, that I added this to my collection probably 4 months ago. This is my third bottle, and I love this. And this is the name of the brand is already out, but this is the Flora and Bast CDB oil for your face, and this stuff is amazing. I use it in the morning and at night on my clean face. I put a few drops on my hand, then I kind of pat it all over my face, including under my eyes and my eyelids, down my neck, and oh, I forgot to take my swatches off, and on the back of my hands. This to me doesn't have a scent. It really doesn't have a scent. It is amazing. It has changed the texture on my face so much. When I'm not wearing makeup, when I wake up in the morning, my face is actually glowing without any product on. And I've never had glowing, well, at least not in the last couple of decades. I have not had glowing skin without any kind of skincare on. This stuff is really good. It is pricey, but this is something that I will always have in my collection. I really do enjoy it. A little bit goes a long ways, but I love it. Okay, a concealer that I added to my collection this year is this one by Catrice, and it is called the One Drop Coverage Concealer, and it's weightless. This is a very thin consistency concealer, and pretty much this is the one that I use 99% of the time. I don't even grab even my high-end concealers that often anymore. I'm putting it over the... But this is very watery. You only really need... Let me see if I can... Let's do it on this other hand that I don't have any product on. That will make more sense. You just put a little drop. And I usually put like a drop right here and a drop right here. And then I work it in like into the little cavern in there and under my eye. And if you feel that you need more, you can always add more. But really, I would just start with one drop. And as you can see... It is not thick. It gives you nice coverage, pretty much full coverage. If you notice, you really can't see any of the spots in the area where I have the concealer. And it doesn't really get cakey or creasy on me. Now, I do have fine lines. It doesn't matter what concealer it is. You're still going to be able to see my fine lines. But this one doesn't get dry. It doesn't get to the point where, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes how your eyes just look like, oh my gosh, it looks super dry, you know, and you can really see like the lines with the concealer just sticking in there. This doesn't do that. This one, it really looks very nice. Sometimes I don't even have to powder under my eyes. So, and I do use moisturizer underneath. Trust me, I'm 100% moisturized before I put anything on. So this I really truly love. It's only like $3.50 at Ulta. Amazing stuff. I already have a backup. Okay, now I'm going to start with face palettes. This is one that I ordered, well, that I added to my collection last year. And this is by Beauty Bakeries, and it's the Cotton Candy and Champagne, and it's a blush palette. This is so beautiful. They all have like a little bit of a glow, but not to the point where it looks like you have a, you know, highlighter on your chin, on your cheek. It's very, very, very pretty. These are the shades. Look how pretty they are. I love this. I really do. You just need a little bit, and they look beautiful. It lasts all day. Let me get a wipe. Hold on. Oh, thank goodness I had wipes here. All right. Okay, the next face palette that I really do enjoy is this one by Laura Mercier. And I purchased this one. It's been a little bit. I probably had it for about 4 months. And I really do love it. It is very subtle, like most of her makeup is, but very beautiful. I don't like highlighters that, you know, you can see me from the moon. It has 1 bronzer, 3 highlighters, and 2 blushes. I like highlighters that are subtle, that, you know, they kind of melt into your skin, and that's what you get with this. Now they do have this on sale on her website, because they sent me an email this morning. This and the eyeshadow palette that goes with it, and I also have the eyeshadow palette, and it's very, very pretty. So this is one that I really do love, and I have been using quite a bit. Another one that I ordered or added towards the beginning of the year is the Becca, Chloe, and Malika palette, and this one is the darker one. I also have the other one that is the one with the Chloe, but I tend to use this one more because the other one is super light and very, very subtle. But this is so beautiful. I love the powder products from Becca. I really, really do. These powders, I think they're a little similar to the Hourglass. This is a lot more affordable than the Hourglass, but I did get it on sale also. I got both palettes on sale. Now this is no longer available, but I definitely do love this. And anytime that Becca comes up with a new face palette, I am very, very drawn to it. One of the best highlighters that I have used ever have been from Charlotte Tilbury. And these are gorgeous. And these, again, I feel like they're subtle. You can build them up, but they're kind of subtle. This is called the Bar of Gold palette. And it's very pretty. And I mean, you can, I used it quite a bit, and you can still see the writing on the product, because you really don't need a lot. This is so gorgeous. And all of these shades really are usable. Look at that. They're gorgeous. I love this. This is, if you can afford it, I think this is one of the prettiest things that you can get from Charlotte Tilbury. That and the next item, which is this right here. And this is the Filmstar Bronze and Glow. Again, very subtle. And I would say that this is, I mean, this bronzer is definitely not dark. And it's matte, but it's not powdery matte. It has like a beautiful, beautiful finish. And I'm building up the highlighter a little bit so you can see it. But as you can see, they're gorgeous. I really, truly love this. This is another one that I would recommend if you can afford it. It is pricey, but you know, anything Charlotte Tilbury is pricey, and these 2 items are one of my faves. All right, eyeshadows that I discovered in 2019 are Sydney Grace, and that was thanks to Pamela from Granny's Makeup and Skincare Over 65. She started talking about Sydney Grace, and I checked them out, and I ordered a mystery box from them, which was an amazing value. It was $25, and I mean, it gave me a bunch of shadows, single shadows. It brought a lipstick, it brought a cream eyeshadow. They still have them, by the way. They still have them on the website for $25. They're beautiful. All of these are Sydney Grays. I did get some of these through the mystery box, and I also ordered some additional ones. But all of these are beautiful. These shadows are like butter. Look at this one. Look at that shadow. They're gorgeous. See, and this is what I mean about shadows that you don't have to play with. You don't have to convince them to work on your eyes. They're like, I'm here for you. What do you want to do with your eyes? These are gorgeous. She's going to come out with a new palette. I think it comes out the middle of January. And it's going to be a dark version and a light version. And I think I want to get the light version. I haven't seen a picture of the dark one yet, but I still think I'm going to get the light one. Look at these shadows. This is one swipe. These are amazing. Really, really nice. And the single shadows, I believe, are like $6 a piece. But if you want to try them out, try getting one of their mystery boxes. And the thing about their mystery boxes, you have choices. They have like a bright light box, a bright dark box, a cool light box, a dark cool box, and they have the regular warm and a dark warm. So you can more or less order for whatever your skin type is. Anything that you think will look good on you, you have choices. It's not like a lot of the mystery boxes is everybody gets the same thing. These are gorgeous. For $25, you can't beat it, guys. It was really a good buy. I bought 2 of them. And I got a bunch of shadows between the 2 of them. I know that I got 2 cream eyeshadows, which are beautiful. One of the cream eyeshadows, the one that I used in my New Year's Eve look. That platinum one. I also got some lipsticks, I got a blush, and I got a highlighter. Really, really nice deal. Alright, I think those are all the face palettes that I have. Now for eyeshadow palettes. This eyeshadow palette is from Colourpop, and this is called Proceed with Caution. This is the Shayla and Colourpop collaboration. I have purchased this eyeshadow palette, and I had it in my collection for the longest time without using it. I never played with it. Then one day I was going through my palettes and I'm going, you know, I really need to start using that and try it out, because I've seen a lot of reviews saying it was a great palette. I used this and I couldn't put it down. You can create the most beautiful looks with this eyeshadow palette. It is so easy to work with. And this, again, $12. These 9-pan palettes are $12. This one also has a mirror. And they are amazing. Okay, the only one I didn't swatch is this one here, because you're not going to be able to see it. But look at that. Look at that yellow. That yellow is beautiful. This is a really nice palette. It's still available. Right now I think they're having a 25% through the whole store. I think the only thing that's not included in the 25% is like their brand new palette. But this one is included. So is the Going Coconuts, which is the next one that I'm going to show you guys. This one is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. And this is such a pretty palette. I'm getting everything so dirty. Hold on, guys. Time to clean the hands. Get a new wipe. But this is such a pretty palette. I don't like getting my makeup dirty. Again, this is $12. And this is one that I hesitated about getting. And when it first came out, I looked at it and I was saying, you know, I like neutrals, but this just looked kind of boring to me. And then I kept seeing the great reviews, and I went ahead and I ordered it. And then once I started using it, I couldn't put it down. When I went to the beach for the week, this is all I took. And I used it like maybe 3 times when I was at the beach. I loved it. 3 or 4 times, because I know I did a couple of videos and this is what I was wearing. And then I've worn it again like at least 4 or 5 times since then. And it's something that is easy if you just want to create a look. This is, you know, like I said, this is what I have on my eyes today. And this took like no time to, you know, to create. So I really do love it and I recommend it. Juvia's Place. I love every palette in Juvia's Place. Some of them are super colorful and I don't use as much, but I've been venturing more into colorful shadows. So I've been kind of like dipping my toes into those shadows and I've been using them a little more. This is one that I love. This one was one that was released in 2019, the Nubia's 3 Coral, and it is gorgeous. Look at these shadows. They are so pretty. And as you can see, I have used them. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Juvia's is another brand that is so pigmented, so beautiful. I'm not going to swatch them all, but and you will never be disappointed. Look how pretty. Now this is a softer palette than a lot of their other palettes. They really do use a lot of colorful palettes, but yeah, this one is really nice. I love it. And then the last one, which is probably one of the ones that I added to my collection later in the year, and it was actually something that I won in a giveaway from Pamela at Granny's Makeup and Skincare Over 65, and it's the ABH Norvina. This is the volume 1, and this is a beautiful palette, beautiful to work with. I have used it several times. It may not look like it because I'm very gentle with my shadows. I also purchased the number 3, which I have not really used a lot, so I really don't want to tell you. I liked when I used it, but you know, I haven't used it enough times to really give it my seal of approval. But this one I have. This is gorgeous. There's like no fallout with this eyeshadow palette, and you can create some really nice, you know, bright looks, or you can do more neutral. Look at this. This is gorgeous. These are pigments, and they do have some shimmer and some mattes, a lot of mattes. There's no glitter in here whatsoever, which I really do enjoy. But this is such a pretty palette. I am so glad that I was able to add that to my collection. And last but not least, well, there's 2 things left. One of them is the I'm late to the game because I know people have been using this mascara and raving about it for a long time, but I never tried it until this year. And it's the Superhero by IT Cosmetics. This is such a great mascara. It really is. And also the one from Thrive. I really enjoy that one. I didn't bring it out, but it's definitely a very nice mascara and I really enjoy it. And I also love the Thrive, the eyeshadow pencils. I don't so much use them for eyeshadow. I mainly use them for my inner corner, because they're easy to control. They're not super glittery. They just give you like a little bit of shine, and you don't get shadow inside your eye. I don't know, it's just easier to do. Sometimes if I try to use my finger, I deposit too much product. If I try to use a brush, sometimes it's too bright. So I find that this is more subtle and it looks prettier. So this is it, guys. These are some of the products that I have added to my collection in 2019 that I really, really love, that I really recommend, that if something happened to them, I would definitely replace them. And like I said, I do have more, but these are the ones that I use the most. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any, products that you really feel like you always need to have in your collection. I would love to hear what those are. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.